Hey guys, Brendan Albert here from NCSA Football, reaching out to my kickers and punters today to talk a little bit about skills video. Now, skills video, guys, this means that it's just us out there in the yard kicking around a little bit. We do not need a full team for college coaches to evaluate our film. Good skills video can be used whether it's in season, out of season, because the great thing about us is college coaches can still evaluate us whether it's game film or it's not film. Yes. Obviously, for us, we would love game film because, of course, coaches want to see what are you going to do when you have someone trying to block your kick or punt. But if we don't have the opportunity to get that done, no worries. We absolutely can use skills video. Now, what I want to do today is I'm going to show you a student athlete who I had the opportunity to work with, ended up going to a Division I institution as a kicker and a punter. So I want to show you some of his film as kicking, some of his film as punting. Now, the film that I have of him kicking is going to be game film. All you guys need to do is watch the variation of the kicks he shows in this film and duplicate it in your own skills video when you guys are just on the field by yourself. Again, it does not need to be full game film. It absolutely can just be you kicking by yourself off the tee, someone holding for you, whatever the case might be. Now, when you guys are showing good game kicks, what you want to do is you want to make sure that someone in the stands is angling it down so you can see all 22 and also can see the field goal post, just like the frame we're seeing here. In skills video, it can be a little bit different. The camera can be down behind you, which is totally fine, and that way the camera can show you kicking the ball, the follow through of you, and of course the field goal post. So when we're looking at this student athlete, the thing I really like about his kicking film is he shows a variation of kicks. So he's going to start off here. He's going to show a whole bunch of field goals. As you're going to notice, guys, he's not showing PATs. You can add a couple of PATs if you would like, but it's not something that should be the majority of your film. In fact, it should be the minority of your film. Showing different types of kicks, like you can see this student athlete putting a game-winning field goal in there, is great. Again, in a skills video, it's okay if it's just us kicking from distant distances. So as we saw, 26, 37, we saw one that was 49 yards as well. You can show these different types of variations of you kicking in your skills video. And I get it. For us as a kicker, we only can do our job when we're called on. I get that. So here's what we need to do. If we're not asked to kick a bunch in game situations, okay, let's kick more then in our skills video. After you've shown a good handful, I would say 3 to 7 different distances at least of field goals, you want to start adding some kickoffs. As we notice, this student athlete is showing, you can see the full ball trajectory, you can see where the ball lands. Good thing to remember here, guys, it's not in college. A college coach is not asking themselves, hey, does the student athlete get a touchback? That's great if you do. We, of course, want that. But the other thing college coaches are looking for is the hang time. Because remember, in college, when that ball goes into the end zone, it's not an automatic touchback. Also, the guys who are returning those kicks much faster than the guys who are returning kicks in high school. So hang time is critical. It's not just about the distance, it's also about the hang time as well. When we're talking about the field goals, as I forgot to mention earlier, it's not just about, guys, did you make the field goal? It's where's the ball going? Is it going consistently right through the left upright, through the right upright, or is it dead center? The reason I bring this up here, guys, is because with college coaches, you have to remember the field goal posts in college are more narrow than they are in high school. So it's really important that coaches can see consistently you kicking the ball through the middle upright. Now, let's talk a little bit about good punting film. Good punting film. Let's just get some skills video from this student athlete. Good punting film is not totally different than our actual kicking film. Yes, obviously, if we have great game film, fantastic, let's use it. If we don't, and we can use skills video in the off season, awesome. That's absolutely something college coaches can still evaluate us off of. What I really like this student athlete's going to show is he's going to show consistent kicks in a row. And what I mean by that is our cameraman, you can see here, probably about 8 yards back behind our punter. So we can see now his full body frame. In this situation, we have a snapper. If you have someone who's willing to snap for you, awesome. If you don't, that's okay too. But what I talked about with consistent kicks, this student athlete's going to catch a ball, punt it, and then right after he's done punting it, his snapper is going to reload him and punt and throw him again. This is going to show college coaches the consistency. Every now and then, hey, let's be honest, we all can uncork one and absolutely rip it and show an awesome. But are you consistent? This student athlete is showing he's consistent in each one of his punts. And I know this because the snapper here and the film recorder is not stopping. It's just consistent, one after another, after another, after another. So this way, me as a college coach, I know, yeah, this student athlete, he shows awesome hang time and probably about 45 yards in distance here consistently on each one of his punts. Now, if you're just a kicker or if you're just a punter, okay, then just put a highlight tape of you just punting or just kicking. But if you think you can do both, show both in your highlight tape. It's kind of like showing a college coach some of the extra credit he might be receiving if he ends up recruiting you. So guys, as a quick recap here for our kickers and punters, we would love to see game video if possible. If not, no worries. Skills video of us just doing our thing by ourselves on the field is great. As a kicker, it's awesome for coaches to be able to get behind us when they're recording. That way we can see the consistent follow through and where that ball is going to land between the uprights. Is it outside third, middle third? For kickoffs, it's great for that film to be done up in the stands. That way the recorder can capture the ball trajectory, how long, what's the hang time from the kick time to the time it ends, as well as where the ball ends. And then for us as a punter, consistency is so important. Having us punt multiple balls in a row is fantastic. It's similar to what we talked about with the kicker. If the recorder can be behind you, that way it shows the trajectory, it shows your hang time, it shows your follow through. And it's a great idea for us to try to kick multiple balls in a row. That way a college coach can see our consistency. That's all for now, guys. Look forward to seeing you duplicate some of this film and add it to your NCSA profile soon. Take care.